But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
Today, we're hearing from 10 WNBA stars who have seen it all, and their perspectives on Caitlin Clark reveal something amazing. What happens when a superstar arrives and changes everything? Someone so special steps onto the court that even the game's legends from the past and present can't help but take notice. When the greatest players in women's basketball history discuss Caitlin Clark, their reactions range from pure amazement to audacious predictions about the sport's future. Before we break it down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's get started.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
Basketball fans saw something unique when Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark first faced off on May 16, 2024. These two generational talents who transformed the college game now faced off as pros. Their matchup captured everything that makes basketball beautiful, including deep three-point shooting, court vision, and an unstoppable competitive drive.
What Caitlin's been able to do in the college game, continuing to push it forward. She's selling out every arena she's going to, and you know, obviously the WNBA is excited to bring her in market wherever she's going to end up, and continuing to push the game. Regardless of what she's doing, she's changing the game of basketball.
Even before Clark's WNBA journey started, the recently crowned WNBA champion emerged as one of her biggest supporters. "I'm really excited to see what she can do in the league," Ionescu said, acknowledging a kindred spirit in Clark's play style. But it wasn't just about their similarities. Ionescu specifically mentioned Clark's incredible shooting range, pointing out that she can shoot from anywhere on the court, which changes the dynamics of the game. After their first encounter, Ionescu's respect for Clark only grew.
You know, I hosted her and her dad at Oregon on when she came to visit, so we kind of go way back, and to be able to see her do what she did in college, and you know, now being able to go up against her, I'm just excited to see what she's gonna, you know, be able to accomplish.
Throughout the season, their mutual affection has been evident in public as both stars have shared highlights and celebrated each other's accomplishments, demonstrating how fierce rivals can become unwavering allies.
I'm not the least, you know, bit worried about what she's going to be able to accomplish in the league. I just know she's going to continue to work really hard and stick with it, and good things will happen to good people.
Imagine having the greatest playmaker in NBA history examine every facet of your game. That's precisely what happened when Sue Bird, who has 3,234 career assists, focused her analytical attention on Caitlin Clark's rookie season. What she found altered everything she believed to be true about point guards.
I watched pretty much every single one of Caitlin's games early on because I am a fan. I do like good basketball, and of course I wanted to see how she would do. It was like, well, yeah, you have to. If you don't, she's going to drop 35 on you.
Utilizing her 4 championship rings and 20 years of WNBA experience, Bird's analysis carried a lot of weight because she saw something unique in Clark's game that made her stand out from other freshmen, such as an innate understanding of court timing and spacing that typically takes years to develop. However, what really caught Bird's attention was Clark's extraordinary court vision and decision-making abilities. Bird observed that Clark's ability to improve her teammates' performances stood out as an unusual attribute for such a young player, while most first-year players struggle with the faster pace of the professional game.
So yeah, as I mentioned, Kelsey Mitchell's balling, Caitlin continuing to impress, and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple of years. Yeah. It's just going to be a constant record break.
Looking ahead, Bird's assessment of Clark's potential left no room for doubt. She emphasized that Clark's ceiling remains incredibly high, suggesting that we're only seeing the beginning of what could be a transformative WNBA career. Nafisa Collier, the current Defensive Player of the Year, watched Clark's college career with a unique understanding of what awaits in the pros. Before Clark even entered the draft, Collier saw something special in the Iowa and Indiana Stars game. Her ability to shoot from deep alters the game and puts pressure on defenses. Here's Collier discussing Clark during her rookie season after observing how her range pushes defenders to modify their entire strategy.
It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these Like these teams, people are having to move their venues for when she comes to play. I think she deserves that. I think she should be one of the top players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing. So I think that's something that needs to change, and that's what we're trying to do.
Through their numerous head-to-head encounters, you can see firsthand the competitive fire that motivates Clark. She plays with a fire that is contagious to her teammates, she said, highlighting the intangible impact Clark brings beyond just statistics. The term generational talent is frequently used, but what happens when one true revolutionary player assesses another fresh off her broadcasting duties? With the precision of someone who understands exactly what it takes to dominate from day one, Candace Parker dissected Clark's game.
And I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman. I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that and some.
Parker's analysis of Clark carries special weight because she is the first player in WNBA history to win MVP honors as a rookie. She sees something transformative in Clark's approach to the game. She has changed the game not just for women's basketball but for basketball as a whole. Parker acknowledged Clark's wider impact on the sport.
And you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
Parker thinks we're witnessing the emergence of another revolutionary force in women's basketball. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some time, and we appreciate you. Now, back to the action.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness and just be present when you can. It really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
However, Parker is not the only legend who believes that Clark will achieve greatness in the years ahead of Caitlin. As Clark rose to fame, she had to confront her early years. Even idol Maya Moore could not have imagined the mentor-protege relationship that would begin with that fortuitous encounter.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up. And like, honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool. I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you. Oh my God.
Moore saw something special in young Clark's game from the moment they first met. The raw talent was obvious, but as Clark's career developed, Moore was more interested in Clark's style of play. Moore was proud to see her protege grow into a game-changing player on the court.
Maya, how does it feel that the best player in the women's game was inspired by you?
Oh man, it's a full circle moment. I remember being 10-year-old Maya going up, hugging, Cynthia Cooper or one of the legends. And just to see that we're still continuing to be able to be connected, to be inspired by each other, to be, family, right? I love the connection.
What particularly impressed her was Clark's capacity to motivate and inspire her teammates, the same traits that had characterized her own illustrious career, the ability to uplift people around her and alter the course of any game. This relationship peaked emotionally when Moore unexpectedly showed up at Clark's final regular season game at Iowa, a moment that represented the transfer of the torch from one generation to the next.
But it is so cool to see, just little seeds like that of how we treat each other, how we enjoy each other, how we see each other, and what that means. And now she's growing up, and look at her, and it's super cool. I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of her.
Moore anticipates that Clark's influence will go much beyond the court, motivating the upcoming generation of athletes who will influence women's basketball in the future.
I'm sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer.
When WNBA pioneer Cynthia Cooper saw Clark take the professional stage, she saw something that reminded her of the revolutionary spirit that started the league decades ago. When critics questioned Clark's ability to transition to the professional game, Cooper, a two-time WNBA MVP, stepped forward with an emphatic defense. Her declaration was crystal clear. Caitlin, from a player who helped set the WNBA standard of excellence, Clark is the future of basketball. These statements carried a great deal of weight.
I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
Beyond only silencing skeptics, Cooper's analysis focused on Clark's whole game, highlighting how the rookie has surpassed expectations because of her flexibility on the court and capacity to influence every aspect of play.
She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
When Cheryl Miller, the player who revolutionized women's basketball in the 1980s, first saw Clark play, she was particularly impressed by her offensive arsenal, especially her exceptional shooting range, something we haven't seen in a while, noting that Clark consistently created scoring opportunities under intense defensive pressure. Cooper was most impressed by Clark's competitive fire, drive, and determination to excel.
You can set a screen for Caitlin. Caitlin don't need a screen. Caitlin's got great handles. The one thing that I don't think people really appreciate about that young lady's game, she can pass the ball.
She can't pass. She got great assists.
She bounce pass. The bounce pass is powerful, which is almost non-existent in the game.
But what really caught Miller's eye went beyond the numbers and highlights. Caitlin is more than just a player. She's a brand. Miller saw how Clark's captivating presence was bringing new fans to the WNBA and changing the league's perception.
I hugged her. I said, I'm so proud of you. I go, savor this. Use this as a formula. I said, but keep being you. I said, no matter what, keep being you.
Considering the future, Miller's prediction for Clark's future is really clear. If she keeps going in this direction, she might redefine what it means to be a women's basketball superstar. Coming from basketball aristocracy, this wasn't just praise, it was a transfer of the crown from one basketball player. Legends' admiration for another's accurate analysis. Rebecca Lobo, a championship player and veteran analyst, saw something in Clark that others completely missed. Her technical analysis of Clark's game showed patterns that would cause even the most doubtful scouts to re-evaluate everything they believed to be true. Her evaluation went beyond individual brilliance, concentrating on Clark's impact on Indiana's playoff hopes.